Next episode, she's walking around in the rubble and she sees...
Wait, what happened to the horse?
Oh, we'll see what happened with that was that...
Did you forget about the horse?
I forgot about the horse. She
Forgets about
the horse.
everything.
It's a very forgettable horse.
Hey guys, my name's Dan. Today's reaction is the Game of Thrones Season 8 pitch meeting revisited. Now, Season 8 has been talked about to death, and anybody who knows anything about Game of Thrones knows that it didn't exactly live up to what everyone was hoping for, including myself. But I'm very curious to see what type of jokes Ryan is going to make at the expense of it. And as always, I know I say this every single time, you guys may be getting a little bit tired of it, but I'm always very, very excited to learn more and more about Ryan George's process, because it's also something that maybe I could put towards my process and maybe getting better myself. So before we get into it though, please do check all those links I have for you down in the description below. More specifically, Ryan George's link and the pitch meeting link as well. They're great ways to support him and a great and easy way to support me. So go right below this video, click on all those buttons down there, because that way to let you see future reactions that I do, but also helps my channel to grow. And without any further ado, let's go.
Hi everybody, this is Ryan George from the
Hi,
thing
Ryan.
you're currently watching. Please enjoy this pitch meeting for Game of Thrones Season 8 that I made several years ago. And then once that's done, you can stick around after, because who knows what's going to happen. I'm just going to talk. It's not that special.
Yeah,
While you're watching that, I'm going to draw a White Walker.
So you have Game of Thrones Season 8 for me?
Yes, sir, I do. And I really want this to be over, so can we speed this pitch meeting up, please?
Oh, dear.
We just started. Well, I'm in a rush, so, let's get cracking.
He sure is.
Okay.
So anyway, the first two episodes are going to be people kind of meeting and reuniting in Winterfell. You know, Arya's going to sleep with Gendry.
Oh, having seen her grow up on the show, that makes me extremely uncomfortable.
Same.
That's certainly what people are going to Google, but yes, she is. Yikes, okay.
And then episode 3 is going to be when the Night King and his army are going to arrive in Winterfell.
Oh my god, the moment we've been building towards for 8 seasons.
Yeah, and so Bran reveals that the Night King wants him because he's kind of like the memory of Westeros.
Oh, why? Because that's his motivation. Well, okay then.
So then the Dothraki charge at the dead army and they pretty much all get wiped out.
Oh my god.
Until a couple of episodes later when they kind of just multiply because I need more of them.
Oh.
Anyway, then the zombies are going to charge at the good guys and there's just like a wall of them.
Oh wow, it sounds like World War Z.
Exactly, yeah. It's going to be like watching World War Z, but with, you know, like 5 pairs of sunglasses on.
What?
So there are just tens of thousands of zombies, and they're just swarming everybody.
Wow, it's gonna be tough for the main characters to live
Wait
through
for
an
it,
attack
though.
like that. Actually, it's gonna be
Super easy.
Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really?
Yeah, see, anytime a really important character gets swarmed, we're just gonna kind of cut away from them and then come back later to see that they're fine.
Wait, so how did they survive?
By being off screen for a little bit.
I guess
exactly
that makes
how.
sense.
Oh, also, Bran is gonna warg into a crow.
Oh, why does he do that?
Unclear.
Okay, gotcha.
Anyway, eventually the Night King's gonna do that thing where he raises his arms and all the dead come back to life.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and Tyrion and a bunch of people are down in the crypts, so, you know, it gets scary.
So they're fighting a guy that can raise the dead and they go hide in the crypts? I thought Tyrion was the smart one.
He
Yeah,
used to
you'd
be,
think
but
so.
now he needs things to happen really fast, so that's all over.
Oh, okay.
And so then Jon screams at a dragon for some reason.
That's cool, I guess.
Maybe. And then Arya sneaks up on the Night King and stabs him, and, you know, that's
Just
the
flies
end of
out of
Winter.
nowhere
Oh,
and
it's over?
bop!
Yep, all done, so moving on.
Wait, that's just it?
Yeah, that's it. So anyway.
But we've been building towards this for 8 seasons. It's just done with a quick stab.
Yeah,
it is.
So what was with the Night
pretty
King's
awkward.
connection to Bran, or that weird symbol that kept popping up, or the fact that the White Walkers...
Listen, sir, I'm gonna
Nobody
need you to
knows.
get all the way off my back about winter, okay? It's over. We gotta move on.
Oh, I just feel a little empty inside. It
Same.
feels like this could have been fleshed out.
Well, there's
Yeah,
no
could
time.
have.
There's only a couple of episodes left.
You can have more episodes
Sure.
if you
I
want.
just don't see any other way other than rushing it.
You could do it in more episodes.
Yes,
Damn this
more.
short final season off.
More
Okay.
episodes!
Anyway, so after
He's
the
saying
Battle
it
of
to you!
Winterfell, everybody's partying, but Dany is just sitting alone, all isolated, looking pissed with her Starbucks.
Did you say Starbucks?
And in the next episode, she
Yeah,
flies
I
to
remember
King's
that. It was a picture taken online. It was a Starbucks cup. That was in penetrated one of the penetrated. I really like penetrated. It was in one of the scenes, or you can sort of see it in the background. Wow, I am not too happy about pausing this one.
landing. But then Euron and the Iron Fleet snipe Rhaegal out of the sky with those scorpion things.
What? How did Dany not know about the Iron Fleet being there?
Well, Dany kind of forgot about the Iron Fleet and Euron's forces, but they certainly haven't forgotten her.
She forgot?
She forgot, you know, a lot of
Apparently.
stuff on her mind.
I mean, okay, and does she blow up the ships with her dragon?
Oh no, I mean a dragon is no match for a bunch of scorpions.
Oh, okay, yikes.
And then Cersei ends up killing Missandei, you know, so Dany and Grey Worm are pissed.
And does Dany remember remember who Cersei is?
Of course she does.
I don't know, I feel like I needed to ask.
So then in the next episode, Dany just destroys all the scorpions in like a minute with her dragon.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of scorpions are no
Like,
match
why didn't she just do that before?
for a dragon.
Oh, but you just said the
Yeah,
opposite.
you just...
Oh, well, I kind of forgot about that.
Yeah,
okay
walking it
then,
back.
I guess.
Cool.
So yeah, now Cersei doesn't have any scorpions, but she does have the Golden Company.
Oh, yeah, we built those guys up to be badasses, so what are they gonna do?
Die immediately.
Oh my god.
And then Cersei and everybody surrender, but Dany is mad now, so she's not satisfied.
Oh, so she goes to kill Cersei?
Exactly, but she starts with, you know, everyone else.
Literally
What?
everyone
yeah, she's
else.
mad now, so she burns women and children.
Oh, that feels like quite the leap character-wise.
Sure
She's
is.
been killing people for years, you know, plus 2 of her dragons died, a couple of her friends, her nephew doesn't want to sleep with her.
Yeah, but these are women and children.
Listen, I
So
want her
weird
to
thing
be
to
the
say.
bad guy, and I don't really have time to flesh out the justification.
Yes,
Would
you
like
do!
some time? You can have it.
No.
Ah, dang it, okay.
Anyway, so Grey Worm and the Unsullied start killing a bunch of people, and so do the Dothraki.
Who are now not dead.
That's right, and Jaime's running around too, because after the Battle of Winterfell, he took off to see Cersei.
Oh, was he going to kill her? Because that's a great way to wrap up his redemption arc.
Oh no, he's going to be with her.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he sleeps with Brienne, then leaves her crying and takes off to go be with his sister again.
Oh, it
Sounds
kinda
like
seemed
sick.
like we had a whole redemption thing going
Yeah.
for like 8 seasons.
Oh yeah, we're gonna undo all that in like 3 scenes. He's even gonna be like, I never cared about innocent people.
Oh my god.
And then he and Cersei both get taken out by falling bricks.
I mean, okay.
And at the end of the episode, Arya sees a white horse and rides off on it.
Oh, cool. People are gonna have a lot of theories about that.
Yeah, and so at the beginning of the next episode, she's walking around in the rubble and she sees...
Wait, what happened to the horse?
Oh, we'll see what happened with that was that...
Did you forget about the horse?
I forgot about the horse. She
Forgets
forgot
about
the horse. It's
everything.
a very forgettable horse.
Okay.
So anyway, then Tyrion's like, I'm pretty sure I don't want to be the hand of the queen anymore.
Because of the child murders?
Because of the child murders, that's right. So he gets put in a cell.
Yeah, I guess that's treason.
Exactly. So now all the pressure's on Jon Snow, you know? What's he gonna do?
Oh yeah, what has Jon Snow been up to this whole time?
Oh, well, I had a bunch of cool lines for him, but then I was messing around with the search and replace on my computer, and somehow all his lines changed to "She's our queen."
Really, all of his lines?
Yeah, pretty much. I did go back and change a couple of them to "I don't want it," but other than that, yeah, pretty much.
Well, okay then.
So anyway, then Jon goes to see Dany in front of the Iron Throne, and he, you know, stabs and kills her.
Oh my god, just like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's no time to draw this out at all.
But there could be.
But
could
there's
be.
not. So then Drogon gets all pissed and burns the Iron Throne, then flies away with Dany's corpse.
Wait, did he understand that the power of the throne corrupted her, or did he just get mad at the one pointy thing in the room?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
So anyway, then a couple of weeks later, Jon's in jail.
So he just walked out of the room and confessed to the murder?
It certainly seems that way. So Grey Worm really
Seems
wants him and
that
Tyrion to see justice for betraying Dany.
Okay.
So Tyrion and Grey Worm go in front of the Council of Surviving Characters, and Tyrion decides that Bran should be king.
Surviving characters. Oh, what a line.
Wait, the guy that's on trial decides that?
Well, I mean, the council votes, but Tyrion really does run the show, yeah.
And why does he think Bran should be king?
Because who has a better story than Bran?
I mean, arguably any other character. And shouldn't Jon become king since he's the rightful heir?
No, he's gonna be sentenced to go hang out with his friends up north.
So that whole Aegon Targaryen thing was basically for nothing?
Pretty much.
Yep.
Same for that Arya faceless man thing too, actually.
Oh,
Yep.
subverting expectations is tight.
Well, I wouldn't say that it was about subverting expectations. It's more that how do I say this, forgot about it.
Oh, right.
Cool.
And so Sansa becomes the queen of Winterfell, and Arya takes off to explore.
To explore what?
Well, she wants to find out what's west of Westeros.
Can't Bran just tell her that?
Apparently not. Plus, he's gonna take off to go find Drogon.
Oh, why?
Because.
Okay.
And also now Bronn is the master of coin.
Isn't he the worst possible person for that job?
Well, he threatened Tyrion, but also he really likes coins.
I guess that's qualifying.
And so, yeah, that's about it.
Well, it's
What a train wreck.
sounds like a compilation of moments that can benefit from being spread over 20 episodes instead of 6.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, but keep in mind that I don't wanna.
Right, sure seems that way.
Besides,
Cool.
fans are automatically gonna love this. I mean, it's
Nope.
Game of Thrones.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
So, okay, this ended up looking more like a pool ladder, but it's supposed to be a walker, like for old people, you know, elderly.
Oh.
So Game of Thrones Season 8
That's
is
old,
the
right,
most
George?
popular
Damn.
pitch meeting I've ever done, and it's probably how a lot of you discovered pitch meeting in the first place. I mentioned before I was lucky that the first couple of pitch meetings did pretty well, but this one was kind of a turning point. This video was like in the top spot of the day on Reddit, which is usually reserved for bad stuff. Oh, crap. As a fan, that final season was pretty frustrating, and I think this video, which is essentially a brief list of some of the things that were wrong with it, kind of connected with people for that reason. And to be honest, for me, I think this pitch meeting came out at just the right time, because pitch meeting was doing well, but not as well as it's doing today, and I think it needed this boost. I was kind of like, all right, how should I wrap this pitch meeting thing up? It's been about 2 years this thing's run its course. Little did I know that I would continue this for years and years and never see the sun again. I also almost didn't even do this pitch meeting because I had already done a pitch meeting for Game of Thrones as a series. But then everybody was talking about this last season so much, it was kind of like, all right, I gotta.
Yeah, you kind of have to at that point, yeah.
I gotta? As people have already mentioned online, it's kind of fascinating what this final season of Game of Thrones did because it was the most popular, talked about show in the world, and nobody even talks about it anymore. Except me right now, but I'm not a person. As you know, I'm a hologram. Question time. Hey Ryan, me and my mom love watching her pitch meetings together, and I was wondering, how did the Barbenheimer pitch meeting come to be? Was it easier or more difficult to squeeze 2 movies into one video? I mean, for that video, the Barbenheimer meme just kind of really worked out in my favor because I didn't have a ton to say about either movie. I thought Barbie was good other than the little nitpicks that I pointed out, and I didn't have a ton of interest in trying to summarize the Wikipedia article of a movie Oppenheimer into 5 minutes. How do you condense that? Was it easier than a normal pitch meeting? I don't think it was necessarily easier, but because it was so kind of different with these 2 characters, once I had a vision of what I wanted to do, I was pretty focused on it. So I guess the hardest part of this one was cracking exactly what I wanted to do with it, and then the rest was a little bit easier. And then obviously the weirdness of just standing in front of my green screen smiling while the other character's talking for an extended period of time. That was a weird one. That felt strange. Question, if you could do another cameo pitch meeting like you did with Simu Liu, which actor or actress would you like for it and for which movie? I'm just gonna say it, I've been trying to get Ryan Reynolds for a couple of years. It hasn't worked out
That'd
yet.
be amazing.
I'm confident that it will eventually for the right thing. Hopefully, maybe, you know, Deadpool 3 could be a good one. If
That'd be great.
I know he's done honest trailers. He's a Canadian Ryan. He does videos where he talks to himself. It would work.
Yeah, they fit pretty close
Throughout
together.
Many of the pitch meetings, producer guy gives bad suggestions and changes the story, and in others, screenwriter guy comes up with really outlandish things that the other attempts to shoot down. How do you decide who comes up with the wacky or crazy things in the movies, whether it's the screenwriter being given too much free reign or the producers and studio interference?
This is an interesting
I
question.
wouldn't say that there's a clear decision process necessarily. I just kind of go with what feels good. All I know is that if I were to have screenwriter guy making all the bad decisions or producer guy making all the bad decisions, then there would be an extra kind of commentary within these videos that I'm not really trying to make, which would be that I'm blaming the writers or that I'm blaming the studio.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I
not
can see that.
assigning the blame specifically to anyone. I'm, you know, hopefully it comes across that I'm just kind of poking fun at the movie for fun and not...
Okay, although in the God of War, I'm clearly blaming the showrunner decision to rush the final season. I mean, everybody was.
Attacking any particular person. Sometimes I'll attack Disney because they're giant, and that's very much punching up. I can't even reach them when I punch up at them.
Sure.
Hey Ryan, I just really wanted to say that I love your pitch meetings. They're absolutely awesome. My question is, how do you choose which questions you're going to answer? What I do is I print every single question you guys write in the comments section, and then I cut them out, like, you know, kind of like a ransom note kind of thing. And then I'll shove all those cutout questions into a burlap sack and head over to whichever abandoned building is closest to me and then set the building ablaze. So later, once the firefighters are gone, I dig through the rubble and try to see if there are any scraps of questions left. And usually there are
very
about
elaborate.
2 or 3, so those are the ones that I go with. So hey, thanks for watching, and if you want to be a part of the arson, leave me a question down below. Bye!
Alright, well that makes sense as to why my question has been answered yet. They've all burned up in a rubble. So, again, very fascinating to learn more about his process. Kind of just sort of feels it out, which I totally get. You can't really put yourself into a corner by just like using like one particular character if it would make sense for another character to sort of give the pitch. Kind of just goes with that, and I totally understand how that goes, because sometimes I have to prepare my intros for everything about what I want to say, how I want to phrase certain things. Obviously, you saw during my watch along of that particular video where I said what I said. I didn't mean to say it, but it sort of just like came out that way. But leaving it in because, you know, I feel like it's funny, and you know, it's fine to make mistakes every now and then because, you know, I am human and all that. So yeah, and as far as season 8 goes, absolute train wreck. As I said, they made just about every single mistake possible. And given that I was a huge fan of the series going into it, wasn't really a huge fan of what happened in just about every single episode, everything they built up. They were just like, what happened? Wait, what? What did we do in previous seasons? Oh, we're only gonna make... we can only do a couple episodes. We can't do a whole long season, so let's just rush everything. When they probably could have made the show a bit longer, not rushed everything and not make everything feel like a whole gigantic waste of time. So that's gonna do it for me here. Comment down below, let me know what did you think about this revisit. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Please do check all those links I have for you down in the description below. And lastly, and most importantly, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my $5 no supporters on Patreon: Luchador, Cruising, Wolverine 310, Jordan Bird, Kester Krodich, Amber K, Raymond Bright, Chris Curtis, Haley Machinardi, Ann Perry, Larka, McKenna Wojnarowski, Fox Cacophony, Violetta Sazdig, Emily, Leo Harris, and Dancing Viru. And I'll see you guys next time.